Belum.
Assalamualaikum, very good evening all.
Ada? Saya dah bagi
Boleh
minum.
dengar tak suara saya?
Boleh, sir.
Okay, we wait for another 2 or 3 minutes. Then after that we will start our lecture today. Right, class, for the meantime, you can start to download and open the document that I had shared
Maksudnya dah kalau
in
guna
our
laptop nak tengok kelas macam
group
mana?
WhatsApp. Okay, kalau you nak follow through, you boleh buka dan ni lah, download dan buka lah. So we going to do it together.
Okay. Itu yang awak cerita tengah malam tu kan? Itu yang awak cerita tengah malam tu kan? Nak mandi dulu guys. Doktor kata akan panggil kan? Meja dah keluar dah. Uish, panas tu.
Okay, class, can we start? Boleh ke saya start?
Boleh,
Doktor.
You all kena respond. Kalau tak, saya tak tahu. Alright, so for this practical number 4, this is actually the continuation from practical number 3. So for you to submit this practical, you need to combine this practical with previous practical, which is practical number 3. Okay, you have to combine practical number 3 and practical number 4, then submit together as a one report. So for this practical, we going to use data from practical number 3, which is, if you still remember, during our practical number 3, you need to count flower of each longiflora from a quadrat. Okay, from 15 quadrat that you have been selected using Excel. Okay, and for this practical, we're going to determine whether the data that you have gathered during practical number 3, is it random or not? Okay, so for this practical, kita akan tentukan whether data yang you gathered during practical number 3 tu adalah random atau tak. as we know that the randomness of data is very important. If you are tend to bias on your data, which means your data will not fully represent your experiment or your study. So sepatutnya tak guna you do any analysis on the bias data. Alright, so for today we're going to do some calculation for Poisson distribution and test of randomness. Okay, using the data from practical number 3. At the end of this practical, you should know how to calculate the Poisson distribution for a sample. Know how to perform a goodness of fit test. What is goodness of fit test? For Poisson distribution, we have learned during our lecture. But for goodness of fit test ni, kita tak belajar lagi. So maybe during our next class, which is on Friday kan, kita akan belajar mengenai goodness of fit test. Okay, goodness of fit test is one of the statistical test. A few yang kita akan belajar bawah goodness of fit test. Okay, example chi-square test, example g-test, example apa lagi ya, chi-square test, g-test, and also I lupa satu lagi. But chi-square test and g-test is example of statistical analysis test. Okay, chi-square test and g-test is example of statistical analysis test. So for today, we're going to use Poisson distribution, and also we're going to apply one of the method for goodness of fit test, which is chi-square test, in order for you to determine whether your data is significant or not with your observed data. Your observed data adakah berbeza dengan your calculated data? How to determine your calculated data? Ataupun kita panggil apa? Kita ada dua lah maksudnya, okay? We going to have our observed data, which is your observed data is the one that you yang you counted from the quadrant. And also we're going to calculate expected data from Poisson distribution. So sekarang ni kelas, just to be clear, sekarang ni you akan ada dua data, which is your observed data. Observed data ni ataupun observed probability ni, you akan calculate based on your real data. Apa maksud real data? Maksudnya data yang you dapat daripada practical number 3 tadi itulah. Okay. Then you're going to compare your observed probability dengan expected probability. Macam mana you dapat expected probability ni? From the formula for Poisson distribution. Okay. So maknanya you akan kira expected probability daripada Poisson distribution. Okay, at the end of this practical, you should able to use Excel to derive the Poisson series for a set of data. And also, you will able to test your data using a goodness of fit test. Dekat sini kita akan buat chi-square test. Okay, confident in using distribution and good of fit. So, for introduction, the Poisson distribution is a discrete probability distribution that express the probability of a given number of events occurring in a fixed interval of time or space if this event occur with a known constant rate and independently of the time since the last event. Mungkin ada yang confused dengan penyataan introduction ni lah, tapi tak apa, nanti kita tengok actually what is Poisson distribution. Mungkin bila you dah buat secara praktikal, lagi senang untuk you understand. Activities, use the data from the last week exercise on distribution of sampling H. longiflora. Maksudnya you going to use data from your practical number 3, formulate a biological hypothesis, and also formulate the statistical null hypothesis that we going to test. So in this report, make sure that you have you have a statistical null hypothesis. Okay, please determine your statistical null hypothesis. Sepatutnya by now you dah tahu dah macam mana nak develop statistical null hypothesis. Okay, it's a boring hypothesis macam I mentioned. It always said that there is no difference between your data set. Okay, so dalam report you nanti pastikan ada statistical null hypothesis ni pastikan ada. This is ada mark untuk ni nanti. Okay, yang lain kita akan go through lah kita punya practical ni. We're going to fulfill all the table kat sebelah ni. Poisson diet. Okay, Poisson diet ni okay. At first, you need to copy and paste your data from your previous lab. Copy and paste, what is your number of quadrat? Dalam case ni, you ada 15 quadrat, betul? Before this?
Betul.
15 from 66 quadrat, betul? So, just copy and paste the number. Kalau kat sini, I just tulis 1 hingga 15. In your case, you boleh je tulis quadrat number 1, quadrat number 3, number 4, number 7. It depend on you. Depend on what number of quadrat that you count. Okay. Sebab kita ada 66, you hanya count untuk 15 quadrat, hanya tulis number quadrat nombor untuk setiap quadrat yang you dah kira. Then, write down the number of flower in each quadrat. I give you around 2-3 minutes to copy and paste and write down the number of flower in each quadrat. Okay, yang ni I just randomly mock the data lah. Bukan data yang betul pun ni, saya hanya mock saja data saya. Right. From here, you can find out the mean, arithmetic mean. You can find out the minimum number of plant and also maximum number of plant. In my case, my minimum number of plant is 0 and my maximum number of plant is 6. Depend on you punya data. Maybe your minimum number is 1, 2, I'm not sure. And your maximum number maybe less than 5, less than 6, more or maybe more than 6. Depend on your data. Dah ke?
Dah.
Right. Ya, Right, so list down number of plant or K in your in the table, which is number of flower inside your quadrat. It can be 0 flower, it can be 1 flower, it can be 2 flower, 3 flower, 4 flower. In my case, I have number of plant too from 0 until 6. So depend on your case, depend on your data. What are the numbers of plant inside your quadrat? Ada tak quadrat yang kosong number of plant? Ada tak quadrat yang 3 number of plant? Ada tak quadrat yang 6 number of plant? Depend on your data. Boleh faham? Anyone? Kalau you ada masalah, I tak boleh nak tengok tau. So sebab I full screen sekarang ni present. So you kena bercakap, tanya. Kalau you tak tanya, I assume you faham. Any question? Boleh ke? Can I proceed?
Kiranya doktor, kalau data kita ada macam ada 0125, so tulis 0125 je lah.
Ya, boleh. You boleh tulis 0125.
Tadi itu betul dapat tengok. Ya. Betul ke Mila? Ya, betul.
Okay. Then, first thing that you need to count is number of quadrat with K plan. Maksudnya berapa quadrat dia frekuensi yang ni in term of frekuensi. Berapa number of quadrat dengan kosong bunga, kosong plant. Berapa number of quadrat dengan satu plant. Berapa number of quadrat dengan dua plant. So all together nanti bila you sum, you akan dapat berapa kat bawah ni? 15. Betul? Betul, 15 sebab you have 15 quadrat. So do the calculation lah. So in my case, I akan buat, you tak boleh nak sort dia kan. You boleh, kalau you nak sort, you boleh sort lah. Tapi in my case, I just do manually calculation lah. So for 0 plant, I have 1 quadrat. I colorkan dia. 0, 1 quadrat, 2 quadrat. Okay. For 0 plant, I have 2. For 1 plant, I have 1, 2. I also have 2. For 2 plant, I have 1, 2, 3, and 4. Sorry. Ada 4. Ada 4 untuk 2 number 2 plant. Ada 4 quadrat. For 3 plant, I have 1, 2. For 4 plant, I have 1. Untuk 5, saya ada 1, 2. Okay. And for 6, I have 2. So altogether, you should be getting 15 at the bottom ni. Yang ni I dah set untuk dapatkan sum. Altogether, you should have 15 number of quadrat because altogether you have 15 number of quadrat with different number of plant. Boleh?
Mana sir?
Okay. Ya. Alright. Then you need to calculate the
Ke bawah balai tu.
observed probability of getting 0 plant in 15 quadrat. Probability dia macam mana kalau you nak dapat? Boleh cakap probability of K. Maksudnya apakah probability for getting 0 plant in 15 quadrat? What is the rumus, class? What is the probability of getting 0 plant? Apa rumus dia? Simple probability. Macam mana dapatkan, apakah kebarangkalian mendapatkan kosong plant in 15 quadrat? Macam mana dia punya rumus?
Yang nombor yang 0 tu bahagi dengan total number of plants. 15.
You mean 2 bagi 15 maksudnya kan? Ya, betul. So equal to F4 divide by F11. Okay. This is how you calculate the probability. Probability of getting 0 plant maksudnya 2 divide by 15. Okay. So do the same for all number of plant. Macam saya cakap, you boleh drag, but remember to log F11. Macam mana nak log F11?
Dollar sign.
Masukkan dollar sign. Thank you. Masukkan dollar sign. Then once you lock F11,
Bisa.
you can drag sahaja. At the bottom, notice that at the bottom you should be getting 1 because probability, the highest number for probability is 1. Okay. Sudahkah? Any question?
Tak ada.
Okay.
Saya nak tengok balik formula.
Kenapa? Awak tak fokus ke?
Ni. F. Nampak? You nampak tak? Nampak kan? F4 divide by F11. Probability macam biasa.
Sekejap.
2 bahagi 15.
Bagi ke? Bagi
F4 divide by
Kira lah.
F11. Okay ke?
Okay.
Okay. So for this formula, kalau you nak kira Poisson distribution, one of the thing that you need to have is, which is E is constant 2.71828. Okay, tak apa, tak ada masalah. Then you need to calculate for lambda. Lambda is the average number of event per interval. The average number maksudnya apa? Mean lah. But mean for probability distribution lain daripada, formula dia lain daripada mean untuk average. Okay, kalau yang kita kira ni, yang kat bawah ni ialah arithmetic mean dia kita panggil. Arithmetic mean ni maksudnya mean yang biasa lah. Kita tambah semua number of n, divide by n. Yang tu kita dapatkan average macam biasa. But for average, for probability distribution, dia lain sikit. What is the formula? Kalau you still remember during lecture semalam, semalam ke? Jumaat lepas. Okay, mean dia sum of K times PK, which mean number of event times probability of that event. Sum of number of event times probability of that event, which mean sum of E4 times H4 tambah E5 times H5 tambah E6 tambah time H6, all sampailah E10 times H10. Okay, boleh faham tak ni? So equal to E4 times darab dengan probability dia, which is H4. You kena darab, you kena tambahkan hasil darab number of event darab dengan probability of that event. Number of event times probability of that event. Sum of number of event times probability of that event. Okay, hasil tambah daripada nombor of event darab dengan probability dia sendiri. So for this part, you tak perlu log apa-apa, you just perlu drag sahaja.
Sure lah, okay.
Okay, then you will be getting kat bawah ni ialah sum of, so this is your mean lambda.
Alright, so kita pergi kelas.
Boleh tak ke? Okay ke?
Bas tak ada.
Boleh. Alright. Then your job here is to do manual calculation for Poisson distribution following the formula given. Follow the formula given. E equal to
Kita tengok.
2.71828. Okay, times to the power of negative lambda. Negative lambda you apa dia? Your
Ya, asal dia jadi.
G11 ataupun you punya mean times lambda to the power of k. Ku ialah
Lambda.
for each number of event. So you kena kira Poisson distribution untuk 0 number of plant, 1 number of plant, 2 number of plant until 6 number of plant. Maksudnya setiap ni dia ada, setiap event ni ada Poisson probability dia tersendiri. Okay, yang tu kita panggil as the expected probability, which mean according to Poisson distribution, if your data is randomly collected, you should be getting this probability. Okay, according to the Poisson distribution. Okay, yang ni saya akan tinggalkan untuk for you to do. I will teach you using Excel function. Then, which mean you can compare your calculated Poisson distribution using dengan Excel function Poisson distribution.
Masalahnya sekarang
Macam mana nak buat
ada waktu
Excel
solat
function
ke
dia?
dia sebut mayang
You just
kot.
type equal to, then type Poisson. Okay, equal to, then type Poisson, then
Nanti beritahu macam mana buat.
Excel will ask you number of X. Betul?
Ya.
Betul ke?
Betul.
So number of X refer to
Biasa
your
masalah sekarang.
apa dia? Number of X refer to your event. So in my case, my first event is 0. So I just refer saja. Ingat, jangan tulis 0, just refer. Refer to E4. Okay. Then put comma.
Poison.
Put comma. Excel will ask you mean. What is the mean ataupun lambda dalam Poisson distribution unit? The one that you have been calculated just now, which is G11. In my case, my mean is 2.8. G11, refer to G11. Then put comma. Excel will ask you ada dua, either true or false. What does it mean by true? True mean
Yang kuning tu
your
dia ajar sekarang ni.
event in range. I mean, you nak event you 0 sampai 6, 0 sampai 3. That's true.
Kenapa dia sampai ke kuning dia punya kotak?
If you only have one event only, contohnya event 0, event 1, event 2, you put false. In our case, we going to calculated
Awak tu
for
keluar
each
ke?
event. So we going to have one event only. Dalam kes ni, event yang pertama ialah event 0. So you put as a false. Double click saja false tu. Boleh ke? Until now? Nampak ke? Bila I type Excel function tu, you nampak tak? Nampak.
Nampak?
Okay. Nampak keluar false semua tu kan?
Ya.
Alright. So tekan enter. Then you will get your Poisson probability for first event. Boleh? So for this case, you hanya perlu, you boleh drag tapi remember to lock G11. Sebab kalau you tak lock G11, G11 tu akan bergerak menjadi G12, G13. Nanti you akan dapat data yang salah. Lock G11,
Average.
Ataupun you boleh buat one by one lah. Tapi sebabkan saya nak drag, I kena lock
Sama dengan
G11, I
dah
put
buka Quran.
$sign dekat G after G before 11. Before number. Okay. I press enter. Then I can freely drag the number.
Cuk. Awak keluar balik.
So, apa masuk dekat sini? Okay. Masuk dekat sini ialah sekarang ni awak dah ada observe probability which is Poisson distribution. Bukan observe. Expected probability yang you calculate from Poisson distribution, dan you juga ada observe probability yang you calculate based on what? Based on your data. Okay. For zero plant, number of event, your observed probability says 0.1333. Tapi kalau data you betul-betul random, according to Poisson distribution, sepatutnya probability ialah 0.0608, bukannya 0.133. That what does it mean? Okay, itu maksud dia. Kalau data you random, sepatutnya probability of getting zero plant is 0.0608, bukannya 0.1333. If data you random for getting one event nombor 1 ni, sepatutnya your probability is 0.1703, not 0.1333. Okay, based on our naked eye, what do you think? Does these two data, your observed data dengan expected data different? Kalau you tengok one by one, contohnya 0.133 adakah berbeza dengan 0.0608? What do you think, class? Type dekat dalam you punya chat box tu, you siapa yang rasa berbeza, siapa yang rasa tak berbeza. Type dekat chat box. I kena pastikan you do some kerja juga. Siapa yang rasa berbeza, tulis 1. Siapa yang rasa tak berbeza, tulis 2. Okay. Izzati, most of you cakap berbeza kan? Satu berbeza kan? 2 tak berbeza kan?
Saya dapat dah.
Nampak dah?
Okay. Alright. Yang tu, thank you for the response. That one is only based on our naked eye. Adakah tu betul? Kita tak tahu. So, after this, we need to prove it. Does these two type of data observed dengan expected really different? And how to prove it? Using statistical analysis.
Sebab
What are the method that you can use? By using
ChatGPT.
method ni, goodness of fit test. And under goodness of fit
tak
test,
boleh nama.
salah satu method dia ialah chi-square test. Okay, yang tu yang you kena tengok dekat last part B of this practical, chi-square test. So you need to, based on the observed probability, okay, you already know the number of plant. But based on the expected probability, you can calculate for the expected value of expected number of plant. Betul?
Sama macam
Daripada
tadi
observed
ke? Yang
probability,
check with the function tu.
you boleh daripada plant yang you observe, you boleh dapat probability. Tapi daripada expected probability, you can calculate for the expected number of plant. Yang tu yang you kena kira. Expected value ni sebenarnya ialah expected number of plant based on the expected probability. Macam mana you nak kira? You have to reverse back je formula probability tadi. Okay, you hanya perlu reverse saja formula probability tadi. Tadi macam mana dapatkan probability? Observed probability, number of quadrat with 0 plant divide by total number of quadrat. Contohnya tadi
Awak
2
dah
bahagi
kata
15. Dapat probability ni kan?
Ya.
Tadi 2 bahagi 15 dapat 0.1333.
Tak lah.
Kalau
Tak boleh.
you nak kira number of quadrat for probability 0.0608, maksudnya you hanya perlu buat 0.0608 times
Tadi orang kata yang expected
15.
probability tu macam mana nak kira?
You akan dapat balik nilai of number of quadrat. Boleh faham tak kelas? You reverse sahaja formula probability tu. Okay ke? Do you understand? Do you get me?
Faham.
Tak faham? Okay, tak apa. Kita tengok kita cuba buat macam ni tu. Okay, for this table, you boleh copy and paste value whatever data yang you dah calculate tadi. Yang ni sama saja. Number of K-plan, number of KP, yang ni yang dah calculate tadi. Observe probability dengan expected probability. Copy saja daripada yang tadi. Okay. Tapi ingat, copy and paste value.
Solution.
Okay. For observe expected probability, yang ni you kena copy from the Poisson distribution yang you dah calculate. Of course, I akan leave it to you for manual calculation. For this part, you boleh copy sahaja daripada Excel functions.
Mana?
Copy
Yang
and
expected probability
paste
tu?
manual.
Tapi kan kita
Paste
nak manual.
number, paste value. Dah ke? Dah kelas?
Dah.
Kan?
Sekarang ni observe number of quadrat for observe. Yang ni ialah number of quadrat yang you observe,
Yang dua tu
betul.
ke?
You boleh copy sahaja.
Memang kosong kan?
Sebab ni memang yang you observe.
Ah?
Tak ada masalah.
Oh.
But you kena kira for expected number of quadrat. Macam mana nak kira expected number of quadrat? By reversekan sahaja formula probability tadi. Tadi for you calculate probability, you divide 2 bahagi 15 dapat 0.1333 kan. But for expected probability, maksudnya probability you dah ada, probability is 0.0608 equal to you tak tahu berapa number of quadrat, divide by 15. Betul? Dia punya formula ialah probability equal to n divide by total n.
Betul.
Okay. For you calculate the probability, you have to follow probability equal to n divide by total n. Sekarang ni for expected number, you dah ada number probability tu. Your probability is 0.0608. Total number of n you tak tahu berapa. So equal to n divide by total number of n is 15. So dalam case ni, how to calculate the expected number of plant equal to probability times apa?
15.
Total number of probability, total number of plant. Okay. Tu macam ni you dapat nilai expected number of quadrat. So sepatutnya
Sama kosong.
kalau you follow Poisson distribution, probability of getting zero number of plant is 0.0608 and number of quadrat sebenarnya sepatutnya ialah 0.9 ataupun 1. This one is your expected number of quadrat. This one is your observed number of quadrat. Okay. Kalau yang ni you boleh log dulu C11 tu. Put dollar signs, log C11. Press enter then drag. sepatutnya you akan dapat 15 kat bawah ni. Because this is the number, total number of
Doktor boleh ulang
quadrat
balik
that you
semula
have.
tak?
Yang mana?
Yang expected number.
Okay. Expected number ni sebenarnya you kena faham dululah macam mana I dapat, you kena faham dulu macam mana kita kira untuk probability tadi. Okay, padam dulu Probability kita kira tadi untuk observe probability 2 bahagi 15, betul? Sebab soalan dia ialah apakah probability untuk dapat kosong number of plant dalam 15 kuadrat. So maksudnya bila you do frequency, you ada 2
Apa?
kuadrat yang 0 plant. So maksudnya probability of getting 0 plant is 2 divide by 15. Yang tu clear semua kan? So you getting 0.1333, betul? That once you all clear, right? Class? Fahamkan yang ni dulu?
Clear.
You all clear. Okay. So, bila you dah ada expected, you nak kira expected number of quadrat, tapi you dah ada probability. Probability tu dah given dah. Probability tu given by Poisson distribution. By using Poisson distribution, you dapat kira the expected probability. Sekarang ni, you kena reverse balik untuk dapatkan nilai expected number of quadrat. Tu sahaja. Macam mana nak reverse balik? Daripada rumus probability tadi lah. Reverse je balik. Kalau tadi you nak kira probability, tapi sekarang you dah ada nilai probability tersebut, which is 0.0608 for first probability. Sekarang ni you nak kira number of quadrat tu. Number of quadrat tu yang you tak tahu, tapi total number of quadrat sama, 15. So, bila you buat reverse, maksudnya n equal to total number of quadrat darab dengan probability. Kan? Simple math. Simple math. Bila belah kiri ke kanan, daripada bahagi jadi darab. Darab silang. I terpaksa I terpaksa kalau ada papan sana I boleh lukis lah. Mungkin you senang nampak, tapi yang ni you kena gunakan imaginasi macam mana untuk buat formula tu. Okay? Sekarang ni kat belah kiri you, probability equal to n number of quadrat dengan divide by total number of quadrat. N divide total n. You dah ada probability 0.0608. You tak tahu nilai n, tapi you dah ada number total of n which is 15. So nak tahu nilai n, 15 darab 0.0608 je lah. So, macam mana nak buat formula dia? Equal to F4 times C11. Itu saja. F4 times C11. Press enter. Kalau you nak drag, you kena lock dulu C11 tu. Macam saya cakap tadi. Put $sign dekat C11. Lepas tu baru you boleh drag. Kalau tak nanti C11 tu akan bertukar jadi C12, C13, C14 sampai ke habis. Boleh faham ke?
Boleh.
Right. Sekarang ni you dah ada number of quadrat for expected and observed. By using these two data,
Doktor, kalau tak 15 macam mana?
tak 15 tak apa sebab you dapat apa? 14 something kan? 14 point something. 14 kan? Yang tu sebenarnya mungkin
14.5.
okey. 14.8.
14.5.
Okey. Yang tu sebab kalau you perasan dekat Poisson you tak dapat nilai 1. Probability dia. Dapat 0.97 kan? I punya 0.97. You punya berapa?
0.9625.
Okey. Sebab tu you tak dapat 15. Sebenarnya I pun tak dapat 15 ni. Tapi, saya bundarkan dia. Kalau I tukar kepada decimal point, I increase decimal point, dia jadi 14.6. So biar je. Sebab expected probability kita tak jadi 1. That's why we cannot get 15. Okay? Boleh faham tak?
Boleh?
In my case, saya buat bundakan tadi, I put away, decimal point tu I letak 0. That's why dia bundakan kepada 15. So tak apa yang tu, tak ada masalah. Okay. By using these two data, I colorkan warna hijau lah, warna biru lah. You need to calculate the chi-square test. Yang ni kita akan hold dulu sebab kita tak belajar lagi. Untuk group 2B, 2C, you all dah masuk ke goodness of fit test? Chapter 5 kalau tak salah saya. Dah ke? Group 2A, group 2C, 2B? Anyone boleh respon?
Macam belum sih.
Kalau belum, tak apa. So that's why for this practical kita akan stop sampai sini saja. Okay? Once you dah belajar chi-square test, you boleh apply dekat sini nanti. Boleh? But for the meantime, you boleh godek-godek. Belajar macam mana nak buat chi-square test. You boleh refer to internet, you boleh refer kepada handout ataupun notes yang dah diberi lah. Do some study lah untuk goodness of fit test ni. Formula dia ni sebenarnya. Formula dia very simple. Chi-square test, sum of observed minus expected to the power of 2 divide by expected, 2 saja. What is your observed data? This is your observed data. This is your expected data. You kena tolak one by one. Okay, tolak one by one, bagi. Lepas tu dapatkan nilai sum dia. That sum is equal to chi-square value. From chi-square value, you boleh find your P value. Okay ke? Untuk yang ni kita akan tengok balik during our practical nantilah. Kalau you all tak faham. Tapi lepas you belajar lecture nanti, you boleh try untuk buat sendirilah. Okay? Boleh?
Boleh, sir.
Any question?
The degree of freedom tu apa?
Degree of freedom ni based on your data, you have to decide your degree of freedom. Formula dia ialah kalau simple chi-square n minus 1. Kalau you have more than 2 data set, your formula going to be r minus 1, c minus 1. Yang ni tak apa. Yang ni kita akan tengok during lecture nanti for you to be more clear. Okay? Kenapa pentingnya degree of freedom ni? Sebab lepas you dapat chi-square value, by using your degree of freedom, you kena refer kepada buku. Kita panggil chi-square table. From chi-square table tu, you akan get your P value. So, two things that you need to have, degree of freedom dan juga chi-square value.
Kenapa dia
Alright,
dapat?
sir.
Boleh cuba Google dulu, boleh cuba search dekat internet dulu, how to calculate chi-square value, and you all boleh buat lah kat sini nanti. So, if you are getting P more than 0.05, what does it mean? P lagi besar daripada 0.05. Apa maksud dia? Ingat lagi tak? Do you want to accept or reject your null hypothesis if your P value is bigger than 0.05?
Accept.
Yes, accept. Bila accept maksudnya these two data observed dengan expected is no significant difference. Sama. No significant difference maksudnya dia sama. Maksudnya your data follow randomness. Sebab dia sama dengan expected data from Poisson distribution. Itulah itulah conclusion untuk this practical. Boleh? If you are getting P value less than 0.05, maksudnya you reject null hypothesis. When you reject your null hypothesis, you accept your alternative hypothesis, kan? Alternative hypothesis kata ada beza antara observed data dengan expected data. Since ada beza, maksudnya data you tak follow randomness sebab dia tak follow Poisson distribution. That's how you conclude your finding lah. Okay ke kelas?
Okay.
Any question?
Tak.
Kalau tak ada question, I think that's all. Later on, kalau you having problem, you just text me saja dalam group. Okay, saya akan reply secepat mungkin lah, as fast as I could. And once hopefully kalau untuk kelas 2A, saya akan habiskan goodness of
Tapi
fit test
minta
ni
honest
minggu
malam.
ni lah. And during class tu, during my class, maybe you can ask about the practical also. And hopefully after the lecture, you are more clearer how to conduct and how to calculate and how to use chi-square test. Okay. For the time being, you boleh do your own revision, do on your study. Then if anything that you don't understand, you always can ask me or Dr. Husna. Boleh?
Boleh.
Okay, I think that's all for our class today. Make sure that tak ada attendance, Pak, lupa lah attendance. Okay, kalau tak ada apa-apa dah, saya rasa itu saja, confirm tak ada soalan lagi?
Habis nak benda tu kenapa dia?
Anyone?
Tak ada.
Confirm tak ada soalan?
Ada.
Alright, if not, I think that's all for today. Thank you for joining me. So kita akan jumpa hari Jumaat. Hari Jumaat kelas kita online lah. Tak nak buat online. I nak buat face to face. Okay ke?
Okay, sini tu.
Tak habis ke?
Kita boleh discuss further. Tapi kalau boleh, I nak buat face to face sebab supaya you all lagi senang untuk faham during class tu lah. Okay, that's all for today class. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Kenapa dah?
Thank you.
Mana?
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Sir nak tanya,
Ya.
yang ni apa kerja yang terakhir untuk berkumpulan kan?
Group. Ya, still in group.
Jadi bila nak hantar?
Lepas, saya rasa at least lepas ni kot. Lepas daripada cuti. For this part, lepas daripada cuti. Sebab I kena pastikan dulu the lecture dah covered all the goodness of it test tu. Okay?
Tak. Saya dengar apa ni? Ni saya jawab apa ni?
Boleh ke?
Oh.
Menjawab ke?
Okay. Terima kasih.
Assalamualaikum, doktor.
Ya.
Saya yang sakit gigi hari semalam.
Okay.
Okay, itu je.
Okay.
Okay, thank you, doktor.
Alright.
Assalamualaikum, doktor.
Ya.
Untuk yang kelas hari Jumaat tu group untuk group apa?
Tu A ya?
Oh,
Kelas saya.
okey. Tak, saya confused tadi. Okey. Terima kasih, doktor.
Okay. Dah. Thank you.
Lele,